one thing I love about this Archon frame, among many things, is 6 screws on the top plate, and the whole thing slides forward and off, and then what you have underneath is a very easy stack and space to work on. Just pull the plug on the camera there, you can see we have the whole front stack with the camera in there. There's the micro receiver by TBS. Couldn't be any smaller or lighter, really, could it? So yeah, very easy to work on now. Let's get stripping. Okay, so I think we're finally done. That was quite the epic build in the end. I know there are probably a couple of steps that were a little tricky to see, and some other bits that I may have done just skipped ahead. But the long and short of it is I've decided, as I need to keep this stack a little bit lower as this has a low top plate on this Archon, not to run with the VTX from the kit. Instead, I've gone with a TBS Unify Pro Race, one of the new ones with the MMC connection. So I've got that guy wired up the front, and then I'm going in via smart audio. And I've repurposed the PPM pad because this only has 2 spare hardware UARTs. I've decided to repurpose the PPM pad as a receive pin for a soft serial so that I can operate the band and channel of the VTX. I've got the Crossfire nano receiver on top there, you can see, and there's a lot of airflow in the front on this, just under the camera on this Archon build, so there'll be plenty of airflow going across that 225 to 200 milliwatt TBS VTX. I've also got the camera cable wired here that will plug straight into the Runcam Eagle 2 Pro that I've got in the front, and then this is sitting on the soft mount, so everything has a nice little bit of movement there, which is good, a little bit of dampening. We're all wired up and we're ready to go, so it'll be interesting to see how much weight we've lost in the end. I decided to move the capacitor back here. I just found that a better place for it, which is where I had it on the last build, and I've used some nice decent size 20 AWG wire going to those 2 points on the plus and minus on the opposite side of these, just to help with the noise filtering. Should be able to see camera is connected and that is all in place. We should now be able to, I might have to just do a little bit of poking to move wires here, but we should be able to get this guy down, and yeah, there we go. That's what it's going to look like with everything done. Now the reason I have this out the side here is because I tuck it back round like that where it connects to the battery, so that's why I've decided to come up round this front standoff here. But yeah, all in all, that's looking pretty good. So the last final job, just going to lift that off, is to put down some nuts on top of this flight controller, just to stop it lifting off, and we are done. Okay, so there it is, ready to go, all back together, and yeah, it just looks so odd. Massive 6-inch quad with that tiny little 20 by 20 stack in the middle. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way the build's gone back together. Looks quite nice and neat with this paracord round the wiring to help disguise where I had to join and extend the wires. Paracord's such a pain to do. I know it looks cool, but my god, that really took some time to get right. So if we just drop the scales there so you can see them, and let's make sure that's zeroed, which it is. Do that once more for good luck. And we put this guy on here. We have 354 grams, so that is the weight of this 6-inch before adding the GoPro and the battery and the props, which obviously don't weigh very much. So it should be, well, it's definitely lost weight from where it was. So yeah, I'm really excited to get this in the field and find out how it does. So as I said earlier, what do you reckon? Place your bets now. Flight or fire? See you soon, guys.